Hello, this is your week 3 quiz recording. Question number 1. Which colony was founded as a safe place to settle for a religious group known as the Quakers? Delaware, Maine, Georgia, or Pennsylvania? Question number 2. Which was not a major cash crop in the southern colonies? Is that rice, tobacco, tomatoes, or indigo? What best describes the relationship between geography and economics in the British colonies? Is it all of the colonies benefited from having good soil and a long growing season? The diverse geography of the colonies encouraged different economic pursuits. The geography of the colonies had little influence on the economies it developed, or most of the colonies developed similar economies because they all had similar geography. Question number 4. Why did slavery replace indentured servitude in the colonies as time went on? Indentured servants left plantations at the end of their servitude. Plantation owners were able to convert slaves to Christianity. Indentured servants often rebelled violently, or slaves were more intelligent and could be easily trained to undertake plantation jobs. Question number 5. Using the map, what was the Middle Passage? Was it the time period when the slave trade was at its height, operating at the very worst conditions? Was it the name given to the ages between teenage and late 20s when slaves were at their strongest? Was it the portion of the triangle trade route where manufactured goods were sent from Europe to Africa? Or was it the second part of the triangle trade route where slaves were transported from Africa to the New World in very inhumane conditions? Question number 6. What was the Enlightenment? The Enlightenment was the time period after electricity was discovered, and people used this invention to enlighten their homes. Or the Enlightenment happened in the mid-1700s and was a renewed interest in religion. Or was it this was a time period where art and culture was reborn in Europe, means rebirth? Or finally, was it the Enlightenment was a time period, mid-1600s to late 1700s, in which some people began to look to science and reason for answers rather than God or their royal leaders? Question number 7. What did John Locke believe? Did he believe natural law required governments to protect citizens' rights to life, liberty, and property? Did he believe animals were superior to humans? Did he believe the survival of the fittest would lead to government by most able? Or did he believe that the government should be led by the most supreme in society? Question number 8. Which statement best describes the relationship between colonists and the Native Americans during the 17th and 18th century? Was it the two groups sometimes cooperated, but the colonists' desire for more land led to conflict? Was it Native Americans and British colonists most often helped each other and learned from each other? Was it Native Americans refused to get along with British colonists who were constantly attacking native settlements? Or was it British colonists almost always desired to get along, but Native Americans insisted on fighting? Question number 9. Which statement accurately describes the impact of the French and Indian War on the British and the colonies? Is it the British were able to kill most Native Americans, which left the frontier open for the colonists to settle? Was it the British were able to convert native tribes into English citizens? Was it the British and North American colonies improved relations with each other after working together in the war to defeat French? Or was it the British gained land but lost a lot of money, leading to taxing the colonists? Question number 10 is a matching question, where you're to match the colonial protest to the British policy it was response to. The answers are 1. Boston Tea Party, 2. Boston Massacre, or 3. Settling west of the Appalachian Mountains. So you will use the drop down over here to match these terms to these policies. This is a response to the Proclamation of 1767. This was a response to the monopoly of trade given to the British East India Company. This was a response to the Parliament sending more troops to Boston and forced colonists to house them creating more tension between these two groups. This concludes your recording. If you have any questions, reach out to your U.S. history teacher. Good luck.